بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين اللهم أخرجني من ظلمات الوهم وأكرمني بنور الفهم اللهم افتح علينا أبواب رحمتك وانشر علينا خزائن علومك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. We continue our discussion with a passage from Misbah al-Sharia about Husnul Khulq. الخلق الحسن جمال في الدنيا و نزهة في الآخرة. Good temper, good akhlaq is a beauty in dunya. Whoever has it, his life or her life and life of other people around that person would be beautified. You will enjoy yourself and other people who are in touch with you will enjoy. وَنُزْهَةٌ فِي الْآخِرَةِ, and would also be a source of joy and comfort and entertainment in the hereafter. So you will enjoy it in the hereafter. So it's not only for dunya, it will bear fruits in akhirah as well. And you know, su'ul khulq is also very much disliked and creates problems in dunya, in barzakh, in akhirah, su'ul khulq. وَبِهِ كَمَالُ الدِّينِ, with husnul khulq there is kamaluddin. With the hadith we mentioned about husnul khulq being a matter of kamal iman, you can understand this better. Bihi kamaluddin, perfection of faith. Means religion here means religiosity, not religion like Islam. Means religiosity, means your faith, your religiosity with husnul khulq becomes perfect or can move towards perfection. وَالْقُرْبَةُ إِلَى اللَّهِ عَزَّ وَجَلَ, means وَبِهِ الْقُرْبَةُ إِلَى اللَّهِ, nearness to Allah. These two come together, kamal of your iman and nearness to Allah, two sides of the same coin. وَلَا يَكُونُ حُسْنُ الْخُلْقِ إِلَّا فِي كُلِّ وَلِيٍّ وَصَفِيٍّ. Husnul khulq does not exist except among those who are friends of Allah and chosen by Allah. You remember we said maybe Allah gives temporarily some of it to some of other people, but they belong to awliyaullah, to asfiyaullah. And this is why I said, you know, if someone has a husnul khulq, it's very unlikely that would do sins and commit bad things. لأن الله تعالى أبى أن يترك ألطافه بحسن الخلق إلا في مطايا نوره الأعلى وجماله الأزكى لأنها خصلة يخص بها الأعرفين به ولا يعلم ما في حقيقة حسن الخلق إلا الله عز وجل. Why husnul khulq only exists in awliyaullah and asfiyaullah? Because Allah has refused to leave his favors because of husnul khulq, means the favors that he has upon the people who have husnul khulq, the gifts that he gives to people who have husnul khulq. Allah has refused to leave them except in highest light that he has, and the most beautiful beauty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Basically, it means that they don't exist except in the people who are very illuminated and very much beautified by seeing the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Therefore, Allah gives it to the people who are more aware of Him, those who have more ma'rifah of Him. And no one knows what is in the reality of Husnul Khulq except Allah Himself. Imagine what is Husnul Khulq, that only awliyaullah have got it, and only Allah knows the reality of it. And Allah gives so much for Husnul Khulq that He would not want to give it to everyone, or ordinary people. It's for the chosen ones. May Allah inshallah help us to have Husnul Khulq Haqq Muhammad wa al Muhammad. Then Imam Sadiq quotes from the Prophet, if it is Imam Sadiq's work, or maybe it's a student of Imam Sadiq, anyway it's attributed to Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله خاتم زماننا إلى حسن الخلق والخلق الحسن ألطف شيء في الدين وأثقل شيء في الميزان. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, what makes our time complete, its completion of our time, what is going to be the ultimate achievement of our time is Husnul Khulq. Maybe this refers to إنما بعثت لأتمم مكارم الأخلاق. So this would be the thing with which our time will end. Maybe this is the meaning. And Khulqul Hasan, good temper, is altafu shay'an, is the most subtle or the most favorable thing in religion, and the heaviest thing on the scale, in the scale. وَسُوءُ الْخُلْقِ يُفْسِدُ الْعَمَلِ كَمَا يُفْسِدُ الْخَلُّ الْعَسَلِ. If you put vinegar in honey, it will harm the honey. It will take the sweetness of the honey. Su'ul khulq is also corrupting amal, harming amal. If you have very good practice but you get angry, then it's not helpful. Imagine you have very good amal, but with su'ul khulq, may Allah save us. وَإِنْ ارْتَقَى فِي الدَّرَجَاتِ فَمَصِيرُهُ إِلَى الْهَوَانِ. Even if someone has good amal and because of that goes higher in the ranks, su'ul khulq make him finally fall and collapse. Finally would lead him to destruction. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله حسن الخلق شجرة في الجنة. It's very beautiful. This is what you need to discuss if someone is doing that research that I said about Husnul Khulq and happiness in the hereafter. Or virtues and happiness. Husnul Khulq shajaratun fil jannah is a heavenly tree. If people of dunya have Husnul Khulq, it means they have got access to something from heaven. It's amazing. صاحبه متعلق بغصنها The one who has husnul khulq has taken or has held a branch of that. يَجْذِبُهُ إِلَيْهَا is taking that husn, and that husn will take him towards heaven. So you are holding on a husn, and that husn is taking and attracting him to heaven. Because that tree cannot leave heaven. If you hold on the tree, it takes you to the heaven. Not that you bring that heaven to dunya. Okay? So you cannot remove it from heaven. You have to be taken from dunya to heaven. وَسُوءُ الْخُلْقِ شَجَرَةٌ فِي النَّارِ وَصَاحِبُهُ مُتَعَلِّقٌ بِقُصْنِهَا يَجْذِبُهُ إِلَيْهَا يعني إلى النار. So it's very beautiful explanation. So these are some of the hadiths, just samples of hadiths about husnul khulq, which show that how much in Islam our moral traits of character, especially the social ones, those which reflect how we interact with other people, are highly regarded. Another thing that you can use to find the significance of spirituality in Islam, because remember, we were talking about different reasons why spirituality and ethics are very highly regarded in Islam. Another way to show this and demonstrate this is to collect hadiths in which Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam consider someone as someone who is from them or someone who is not from them. For example, when they say laysa minna, someone is not from us. Yeah? Because to be from someone or not from someone is very important Quranic concept. Even son of Nuh, ala nabiyina wa alayhi salam, although biologically he was his son, is not considered to be from him. إِنَّهُ لَيْسَ مِنْ أَهْلِكَ. Although, without any doubt, it was his biological son. It was not a mistaken understanding that he was not his son. People thought he was his son. No, he was really, in a sense of, biology, was his son. But spiritually, إِنَّهُ لَيْسَ مِنْ أَهْلِكَ. Or in the story of Talut, when they reached that river, they were told, فَمَنْ شَرِبَ مِنْهُ فَلَيْسَ مِنِّي. Yeah? Whoever drinks more than very little is not from me. Or as-Salmanu minna ahl al-bayt. Although Salman was not biologically related, but except through Adam and Eve, but there was no close biological connection, but Salman is minna ahl al-bayt. So I did some survey to find such cases that Ahlul Bayt say, someone is from us or is not from us. You find most of them are about moral issues. For example, لَيْسَ مِنَّا مَنْ غَشَّ مُسْلِمًا وَلَيْسَ مِنَّا مَنْ خَانَ مُسْلِمًا. Biharul Anwar, volume 68, page 387. لَيْسَ مِنَّا مَنْ غَشَّ مُسْلِمًا. Is not one of us who does ghish in mu'amala, in interaction, means he would deceive Muslims. Or khana Musliman, who would betray other Muslims. Of course, as I said, I think I said once before, this was said in a society that everyone was a Muslim. Yeah, it doesn't mean that if you are living with non-Muslims, then you say, okay, this is ghash with Muslims, khiyana with Muslims. If they are not Muslims, it's okay. No. Can you imagine Ahlul Bayt, being dishonest with non-Muslims? Or betraying contracts or commitments to non-Muslims? No. But the context was this, that it was when everyone was a Muslim, Sunni or Shia. But otherwise, with everyone. Now, how many of us Muslims in the world can be considered as Muslims based on this standard? ليس منا من غش مسلما or ليس منا من خان مسلما. How many of us are minna for Ahlul Bayt? Or Imam Kazim alayhi salam said, ليس منا من لم يحاسب نفسه كل يوم. محاسبة النفس is a very important part of spirituality. It's one of the best methods for improving your morals and spirituality is محاسبة النفس. Or Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, ليس منا من لم يرحم صغيرنا ويوقر كبيرنا ويعرف حقنا. Is not one of us the one who doesn't show mercy to our young children, or would not dignify and honor our elderly members of the community, or would not recognize and acknowledge our right. Imam Raza alayhi salam said, Al-mu'minu alladhi iza ahsana istabshara. If you do wasl, connect, becomes Al-mu'minu alladhi iza ahsana istabshara. Wa iza asa'a istaghfara. Iza asa'a astaghfara. Mu'min is the one that has natural tendency towards goodness. If he does something good, he's happy. If he does something bad, he would regret and he would do tawbah, would ask for forgiveness. Mu'min never enjoys committing a sin. Even if partially there is a pleasure, there is bitterness in the sin for mu'min. For some people, this bitterness is so high that they would not enjoy at all. Some people maybe they have mixed feeling. But anyway, when sin is done, they would regret. وَإِذَا أَسَاءَ اسْتَغْفَرَ وَالْمُسْلِمُ الَّذِي يَسْلَمُ الْمُسْلِمُونَ مِنْ لِسَانِهِ وَيَدِهِ. Muslim is the one that other Muslims feel safe from their tongue and hand. وَلَيْسَ مِنَّا مَنْ لَمْ يَأْمَنْ جَارُهُ بَوَائِقَهُ. The one whose neighbors are not safe from his harms is not one of us. So you have to be kind and caring and considerate with respect to your neighbors. Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, in a hadith in volume 4 of Al-Kafi, page 683, said, Ya Shi'ata al Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi, i'lamu annahu laysa minna man lam yamlik nafsahu inda ghadabih. Whoever cannot control himself when he is angry is not one of us. O Shia, be aware that he is not one of us who cannot control himself when he's angry, when he's upset. وَمَنْ لَمْ يُحْسِنْ صُحْبَةَ مَنْ صَحِبَهُ ومخالقة من خالقه ومرافقة من رافقه ومجاورة من جاوره وممالحة من مالحه. How much Ahlul Bayt want us to be approachable, sociable, kind with people, nice with people, who doesn't show good companionship with those that he interacts with is not one of us. Who doesn't show moderation and kindness to those that are his friends or they travel together is not one of us, or the neighbors is not one of us, or is not doing mumalaha, he's not sweet, although melah means salt, but maybe in English we have to say who is not sweet with people that he deals with, then he is not one of us. Ya Shi'ata al Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wa sallam, ittaqullaha mastata'tum. Imam was talking about controlling your anger, about good companionship, and then he says ittaqullaha mastata'tum. This shows that these are great requirements and ingredients of taqwa. Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billah. It's so important that Imam is saying then it can only be achieved with the help of Allah, and also it's somehow warning that if you are not careful about this, something can come from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as a kind of punishment. So now maybe you can better agree with me what I said in the first session, that spirituality and ethics are very essential part of Islam, if not the most central, at least they are among the central aspects of Islam. And our practices are to originate from this and contribute to strengthening these qualities of the heart. Okay. Now, inshallah, we will continue this discussion, and as I said, gradually, inshallah, we will add some concepts. And I'll also request you, inshallah, maybe we can discuss, inshallah, next week, to choose a topic about Islamic spirituality and prepare yourself for some kind of presentation, and then inshallah writing towards the end of the inshallah semester. Do you have any question, any comments? Pardon? If you have question, Bismillah.
Actually, this question is already answered by you, but still I think I need to be convinced, and that is why is it that when we face some close and near people to us, like our spouses, for example, to have personal fun with them is very difficult. Is it because we don't feel shy with them, or for example, we are not requesting them some kind of manfa'a or something, or that is for something else, that maybe we are more frank with them?
Sorry, I didn't understand. It was not clear.
Excuse me, I think there is a problem with the sound.
Yeah.
I think this question is already answered, but
Okay.
I need more explanation.
Yes.
Then why is it that when it comes to our family, for
Yes.
example, our spouse, to have personal form is more difficult?
Personal?
Is it to have personal form is
Uh-huh.
more difficult?
Yes.
Is it only because, for example, they are not
Yes. Yes. There are different reasons. A combination of reasons can be there. So one is at home you feel safe and you feel dominant. Yeah. Your sultan appears in your home. Okay? And therefore, if you are not deeply committed to husnul khulq, then you may take it easy and say, okay, this is, my territory. Yeah, this is where I can do what I like, what I am more comfortable, or no one is going to complain, no one is going to take me to the court. So then people may become relaxed. And then those things that they hide in the public, especially in front of people that they have, some kind of regard for them or some kind of fear from them, those things that they hide there, at home they may not hide. This is one kind of reason. Another kind of reason is that when you are with other people, it's for a short period of time normally. But at home, day and night, you can have interactions. Yeah, every day. And therefore, it's much more demanding. How many times you see, for example, your boss? Or how much time you spend with, for example, a respected teacher? Very limited. But in the home, there are lots of interactions and many unexpected things happen. Conversations can go to every direction at home. Yeah, when you are with other people, there's a limited scope for discussion. Maybe it's about work, maybe about business, whatever, about a study, about a book. But at home, everything can trigger hot conversation. Yeah. And sometimes also you are tired, So it needs deep commitment and continuous monitoring of our akhlaq, so that in home you are also showing good akhlaq. And if someone at home has good akhlaq, then this person can also, inshallah, have good akhlaq outside. Yeah? So it's a good place to practice and make a habit of this.
Thank you so much.
May Allah bless you, inshallah. So, inshallah, we meet after half an hour for interface, those who have interface. So, inshallah, after half an hour. So, we'll be 2:30, 2:45 UK time. Will be 5:15 your time, yeah? Inshallah. التماس الدعاء. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. في أمان الله.